everybody.
Yeah, I'm glad we're here. This is
Mike.
exciting. Good to see you.
Hi, Jorge.
Jorge's here. We're doing Valley Spotlight at El Hefe in Girard on 422. Thanks for having us.
Thank you for coming.
This is awesome.
This is one of those places when there was a lot of hype around a lot of different elements of what it is that you experience when you walk in the door. The first thing is the art, right? When you see the building on 422, it's pretty shocking. But then the menu, Jorge, I love it. Like, we love it. We've been here many times. And I'm so excited to be able to show it off, especially to this one.
This is my first time. So you're from Mexico City.
Yeah.
Did you create this menu, or has your time there been different? I mean, does menus change in the last 20 years, and now it's kind of souped up and different, or what?
Well, I just picked some of the street food that I grew up with.
Oh, nice.
That's all, and I just wanted to bring it to the area and present something different. Mexico, I would say Mexico is so large that it should be divided into 3 sections. So I'm just bringing the section right from the center is Mexico City.
You're right in the middle.
Yeah.
In Mexico City.
But also my mom and dad were born in Oaxaca, raised and born in Oaxaca. So I was raised inside the house as a Oaxaca boy. But as soon as I step into the street, I have to act like a street boy from Mexico City. So it was a little bit of a challenge there.
How exciting.
Riding 2 horses with 1 rear end, right?
That's
what they say.
That's right.
He has not been to Oaxaca Taco yet because he's so busy.
That's okay.
You and your wife both, you also have the restaurant on the street, right?
Margaritas Grill.
Margaritas.
Yes.
So this is part 2 and an homage to what you grew up with. And as you're bringing out these dishes, Mike and I are like, and our team, falling in love as we see them come through. So
well, some of the stuff I'd never seen before. At all, and I worked at a Mexican restaurant.
At a Mexican
and
restaurant.
I still have not seen. Why don't we just start with this in front of us here, because Lauren's been looking forward to this. Tell people what this is.
Okay, the ají tuna tostada. That was an idea that I steal from a Mexican chef in New York. He's the only Mexican chef that I ever won a Michelin star.
Oh wow!
And his restaurant is in Brooklyn. Highly recommend if you guys ever go there. So I told to him and I asked him if I could copycat his dish. He showed me. And we brought it to Girard.
This is so great. I was fighting Michael over who could sit closest to this dish, and so he just gave me my own plate. But you had mentioned to Fred, my husband, and
the tostadas.
The tostadas would be.
You mean the taquitos?
The taquitos.
Taquitos, sorry.
Yes, this is a tostada, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's one of your favorites.
Well, yes. I tell the customers that if I die tomorrow, and I knew when I was going to die, that'll be the last meal I'd pick.
You would take taquitos.
I would take the taquitos just because I remember my mom making them, and it was 6 of us at home, 8 of us to cook for us at home, and I remember him having a tower of taquitos. And whenever you wanted to make them, you will have to fry them yourself. Whenever to make them, so she will fry them to order, which is what we do here. We fry them to order.
Wow.
How many could you eat in one sitting?
At least 12. If I really try, 18.
18 taquitos.
Fred's smiling. A tower of taquitos is exactly what he would want to.
That's awesome.
He'd want to live in the tower of taquitos, but
you can eat those with 2 bites.
That's true. That's
so
the Ito
easy.
part. It makes it small. You want to do one more before we hit the first story?
We'll just take a little bit more time. We mentioned this sandwich that before we started. Torta.
Yeah, torta. That's called that one. That one is made with the bolillo. The bolillo bread, we bake it here ourselves.
Oh wow!
That is a staple from Mexico City. People make fun of us that Mexico City people is born in a bolillo because we put everything in bolillo. And that is a torta. Pretty much it's a milanesa. It's a sirloin steak pounded down, breaded, and then pan fried, and then we top it off with avocado, onions, tomato, and chipotle mayo.
Sign me up. Chicken wings, the mussels, we will get to all of this and the beautiful drinks, which you were encouraging me to use a straw, and so I did. So
just to stir it up.
Stir it up. These are fantastic. We'll get to the drinks first, but this past week was International Women's Day on Wednesday. So we thought we would sit down with a few lady chefs in the making, and as we all know, because we're working so closely with restaurants and obviously your love for restaurants, we have to give a lot of credit to these ladies who are doing their very best to learn from the best. There's something to be said about the value of hands-on learning.
Yeah, it's a big deal. I mean, I did have some experience in the kitchen before, and I worked this is my co-op. For my internship, I worked in a hotel in Vietnam also. in a restaurant and hotel, so I kind of understand. I did have like an idea of like how to do it already, just a little bit, and now I learn more.
At Bistro 1907 by Mark Canzonetta, students enrolled in Youngstown State's hospitality management program are getting their hands on real-life experiences in the fast-paced kitchen. Ace, as she's known to her friends and coworkers, is here in the U.S. as an exchange student from Vietnam.
I'm not from the United States, yeah. I'm from Vietnam, just like I'm here for, it was a student exchange program, so I'd be here for high school for just 1 year. And that time, I really wanted to do like culinary school though. Something got me into hospitality management. That's why I'm in YSU 4. And I'm graduating in 2 months, and that's exciting. Yeah, my parents coming too.
Her fondness for food began thousands of miles away from Ohio.
I do cooking a lot at my home. I cook like, if I'm back home, like home, I'll cook like twice a day for my family. So yeah, I just used to cooking, and my mom trained me a lot. It's not like she a great like home cook, and she showed me like, she just made me to do things for her in the kitchen. And then I had to go here, not like I had to go here, then I go here for studying. So I have to be on my own, and I have to cook for myself. So I cook a lot.
And for Kylie Konwalski, her love began a little closer to home. The Mecca, Ohio native also fell in love with food in ways that are rooted deep in Northeast Ohio.
So my mom was a horrible cook. I love her so much, but it was always so bad. And then my grandparents moved in with us, and my grandma, she started teaching me how to cook when I was really young. The first thing I ever made with her was homemade lasagna with homemade pasta sheets, and it was amazing. And so I got into cooking when I was really young, and like I love everything. I like making desserts. Anything that my grandma wants to make or has made for me, I always try and make it as good as she can, but I mean, she's amazing at it. Everything she makes comes out wonderful.
Now the focus is on learning.
I mean, being in the kitchen, it's not like as easy as look, and I learned how to manage like more in the kitchen, and like prepping and understand the process of like how to work in the kitchen.
So we've learned a lot of things in class actually. The course I'm taking is really well-rounded. We took a baking class, so I mean if we ever wanted to do baking here, like have me help baking, like we've made breads, homemade cakes, everything we make in class is from scratch.
And with the wonderful teachers in the classroom.
And my professor is great. I have Dr. Lee and Mr. Jest. They are both very nice, very like, they're perfect.
And the motivated Bistro team sharing their knowledge.
They're the best people. They're very nice, so nice. Everybody's nice. Everybody's nice, and they have like, I like the menus a lot. They have good foods, and yeah, I'll bring my parents.
I'm learning more stuff. I just made chicken marsala with him for the first time. I had never made it, and he had me tasting it as we were cooking the sauce, and it just, the flavor profiles built up so quickly, and it was just amazing.
You know, these future culinary experts are well on their way to success.
It is very valuable, yes. I learned like this is a like professional kitchen, and I learned like being in there is already learning, watching people and how they make things, how they manage. That's being in there is already learning.
Ace's expertise in Asian creations has been a highlight for this team to experience and look forward to. Sharing cultures is just as important as learning culinary skills.
I know, like myself, I'll try anything at least once. And so I definitely want to go and try her cooking as well, because from what I hear, it's amazing. It's top tier.
Well, welcome.
Welcome, and I cannot wait to try one of her spring rolls too.
Oh,
Ace.
yeah, that sounds good.
I know everybody raves about those, so Congratulations, ladies. I think you have a very, very bright future.
Good work.
And my gosh. We're going to take a break, and I cannot wait to eat more of this.
All right, be right back. Pesto's Test Kitchen on the way. Yeehaw! Dino Ranch Live is coming to Robbins Theater on Wednesday, May 24th. For the first time ever, join John, Min, Miguel, and their lovable dinos, Blitz, Clover, and Tango, to a roarsome live show. Tickets available now at robbinstheater.com.
Heels is the low-cost living, anti-inflation department store.
Shop Hills in the Liberty, Lincoln Knolls, and Boardman Plaza, Youngstown, and the Ridgeview Plaza in Warren, and the Hills location in Champion, all open 10 till 10 daily.
Welcome back to El Hefe, open on Sundays for brunch and then also for dinner.
Just transition right into the dinner hours, don't
I
they?
could spend all day here.
We might.
Although I don't think
Might
he's
have
going to
to.
let me help him in the kitchen, because on this Pesto Test Kitchen edition,
Overportioned by accident.
scallions heard around the world. Just said, this is so fun, Marcus.
It is fun.
Right?
It is. Cooking is fun. It's supposed
so
to be
fun.
fun. It's supposed to be approachable. You're not supposed to be afraid of it.
And there's nothing to be afraid of here at the Bistro
No.
1907
No.
Test Kitchen, which the one, the only.
Hi.
I always say it that way. Mark Canzonetta.
Okay.
What are we doing today, darling?
We are going to make some, not just crab rangoon, but we're going to go one step further. We're going to make lobster rangoon. You know, we're going to kick it up a notch. We're going to use lobster claw and knuckle meat, cream cheese. We're going to add some American ingredients into it. We're going to add some roasted corn, a little bit of scallions, and then just a little bit of heat with a little bit of sriracha. So we're going to start off with some good cream cheese, and start off with a good quality cream cheese. You know that brand that comes from Philadelphia. You want to use that, you can use
Trusted.
that. So we're going to add the lobster meat. And be generous with your friends. You know, you can get lobster meat from your local grocer, which makes it a lot easier. Some roasted corn, some scallions.
Okay.
We're gonna hit it with, well, that could have been a little bit too much scallion, but that's okay. A pinch of salt, a pinch of pepper. Lauren, you want to put some hot sauce in there?
Do you want me to take some of this?
No, that's fine. We'll fold it in. We'll make it work. So go ahead and add some of that beautiful hot sauce, the sriracha sauce, the rooster sauce, as the chefs like to say, and we're gonna mix this all together.
I like it,
So this is gonna be a little bit challenging because we have a little bit of scallions in here, but that's all right.
I'm sorry, Mark.
That's okay. That's
Look
okay.
at-
And we're
okay,
just
so-
folding this all together. We're mixing it up. Make sure your cream cheese is at room temperature so it's easy to fold in. I can smell the sriracha. I can smell that beautiful lobster meat, the roasted corn. You know, we got summer's coming up, so you got Molnar Farms going to be ready to have some corn, you know, as long as it's knee-high by the 4th of July.
That's what we
should have some
want.
corn soon after that. All right, so we're mixing this all
This
together.
is what we call teamwork.
This is
on
teamwork.
Valley Spotlight.
Yes. So you're getting a nice filling because you're going to have all those different flavors and texture. You got the smoothness of the cream cheese, the richness of that going against the luxurious ingredient of that lobster meat. And then you got the super simple sweetness of that roasted corn, and then that brightness of the chive or scallion, whichever one you want to do. Okay, I think we're good enough.
Did I do it?
We're close enough, as my father would say, for government work. We're going to push that off to the side. Okay? I've got a
would have
little bit of a
liked your
mess,
dad
but that's
a lot.
okay. That's okay. We're just going to push that off just like that. And we're going to start to make the rangoons. So we're going to take these little beautiful wonton wrappers.
Oh, they're perfect.
And you can almost see through them.
Yeah, you can.
So they're very, very thin. And we're just going to lay these out. And we can do this a couple different ways. We can make a couple different shapes. But the one thing you do have to do is you have to take a little bit of egg yolk and go around the outside to make sure it seals it up.
Okay.
So we're just going to take a little bit of this filling. We're going to put it in the middle.
Just a
Now you can do the
oh, yeah.
classic shape like this, the fold over, the simple triangle.
Our guys on the set were asking you which fold was your favorite, and you said this is it, but there's one that is
There's
more...
one that I like a little bit better than that. We're gonna make it a little fancy, as my daughter Gina would say, fancy. And she's in Tampa, Florida, and she loves to cook with me. So as you know, she was on Guys Grocery Games with me, and we took that championship
and you guys
home.
won.
Okay, so now you can take and make this a little bit fancier. You wanna bring the sides up, and it's gonna be a little bit fancy like that.
Oh, I'm gonna have to try this.
You can try it.
All right.
Okay?
I did wash my hands.
And it's gonna look like a little pot sticker almost. So you can do that.
All right, I'm doing this. Is that too much? That's way too much.
That might be a little bit too much, but that's okay.
Oh my
So
gosh.
we can start from scratch. That's why
Sorry.
the magic of TV, we have plenty of backups. And we can put a little bit in there, just like that.
Little less, Lauren.
A little bit less.
More is not always
And this is
better.
fun. This is one of those interactive things you can do with your friends.
I can't-
You can do with your family. It creates a buzz in the room. You know, you're making the food you're going to be eating later.
I am doing this, Mark,
Yeah.
I'm doing it.
So that looks like one of my Grandma Canzonetta's ones, because she made the big raviolis.
I want the big one.
That's going to be the big one.
I want a big one. If I'm going to eat it, I want to do it like I mean it, you know? Oh, Mark.
Okay, so we're gonna make a bunch more of these, and when we come back, we're gonna make the yum yum dipping sauce to go with this. We're gonna throw them in the deep fryer, crisp them up, and then we're gonna serve them to our guests.
The yum yum sauce, I can't wait. All right, I need to work on this. There you go. We'll be right back.
No hot water? Call A to Z Dependable Services. Our fully stocked rapid response water heater specialist will get you back in hot water in no time. A to Z is the only call you need to make.
Taking one cash offer for your home doesn't have to be your only option. I'm Barbara Corcoran, and especially in today's current market, having a local real estate agent who offers great marketing and options that are customized to fit your needs is smart. In Youngstown, the agent I trust is Kelly Warren. Kelly can give you a guarantee to sell your home, instant offer, and the best marketing strategies in the Mahoning Valley. Get the option that's right for you. Go to kellysoldit.com.
Mark, we did some frying.
We did.
Of these lobster rangoons.
We did.
And
look at the great job you did. It took you just one try. The next one you were on your game.
I was going to say, I really tried to fry them the right way.
You did.
And
350 degree oil. A good clean canola oil that's got a nice smoking point, which means it can fry things without smoking and burning the product that it's cooking in. So now it's time for some yum yum.
That is the best part. And Ron, our photographer, God bless him, he
is the king of yum yum sauce?
No, he told me the other day that he doesn't really like it very much, and I looked at him.
Well, maybe we're going to turn the tide today with
right,
him.
And
we're going to bring him to the dark side.
So it's
we have some heavy mayonnaise, your favorite mayonnaise, not Miracle Whip mayonnaise. You want to have that creaminess of the mayonnaise. Your favorite ketchup, we make our own here at Bistro 1907.
Which means
so some
this
ketchup.
is going to be the best version of this.
We're going to add some rice vinegar, a little bit of rice vinegar. We're going to add a little bit of mirin, that sweet Japanese wine.
Okay.
We're going to add a little bit of agave just for a touch more sweetness.
Okay, this is not the recipe that I've always made.
You know, we work on things a little bit here. We try them out. A little bit of granulated onion, a little bit of granulated garlic.
I told him that.
And we're going to add some smoked paprika to give it a little bit of a smoky flavor, kick it up a little bit.
All right, let's. Oh gosh,
That's
so
okay.
sorry.
We'll just go like this.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Don't. What are you sorry for? We're just going to mix it together. We're going to add a pinch of salt, of course, and a little bit of fresh ground pepper. But we're going to make that famous yum yum sauce that everybody knows and loves, and that's why they call it yum yum sauce. I'm going to actually borrow your whisk. Go ahead and whisk that up a little bit.
Please let me do something without making a mess in this one segment.
That's okay. You're bringing it together. Look at the flavors going together there. That looks great.
Really,
okay.
very.
So now we're going to pull this to the side.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let's make a little mix for like these guys right over there. Oh, that is nice right there.
Great yum yum sauce.
Look at the color. It's exactly the same color as they slap on your plate at the hibachi house.
So now we're going to take and bring this beautiful platter of the crab rangoon. We're going to take some of that wonderful yum yum sauce.
And this is it, man?
That's it right there.
This is it, okay.
And people drink this by the quart. We have some pickled watermelon radish, some daikon, some regular radish. You can pick up your favorite shape, color, go into that yum yum sauce.
You do realize I'm going to have to do all of this at once, right? My mom would get mad at me.
Oh my God. lobster, yum yum sauce, crispy Rangoon. It's a winner winner.
This is going to be on your menu forever.
I hope so.
Forever. This is so good. Bistro 1907, downtown Youngstown.
Come get some yum yum sauce.
Come get some yum yum sauce. You will not be disappointed. Can I just take this with me?
You can.
Okay.
All right. Cheers, everybody.
Chicken wings.
You were just telling me that you had a chip problem. Do you have a chicken wing problem too?
Yes, I do, actually.
Too many
The first
chips?
step is admitting that you have a problem. And we've established that. All right, what's next?
Oh gosh, what a special place. Newton Falls, Ohio. It might be a small community, but there are people like Shannon Benson who are making the trip there extra special for kids of all ages. Even you would like this one, Michael.
I would go.
Shannon Benson is just one of those people who make you feel special. It takes about 8 seconds to see why. First things first, Shannon, your first and last name for me.
Shannon Benson.
And spell them both.
S-H-A-N-N-O-N. Let me see if I can remember. Benson, B-E-N-S-O-N. With a B, not a D like a lot of people think I say.
And it takes even less time to see why his store, Benson's BS, located in downtown Newton Falls, is just as fun as Shannon is. The comic book and collectible toy selection is appealing to all ages. There truly is something for everyone. And speaking of fun, the Funko figurine is the thing that put him on the map.
These are what's called Funkos, and they come in a lot of different varieties. They've been around since '98. How I came across these, I didn't 2.5 years ago. I knew nothing about Funkos. I bought a toy lot that had a whole bunch of comics because I'm like, I'm gonna open a comic store. No, I opened up a Funko store that happens to have comics, not a comic store, because when I bought the toys, there was probably 30 or 40 of these Funkos in there, and I put them on my shelves, and my comics weren't selling, but these guys were gone in like a week to 2 weeks. So I said, okay, if this is going to survive in Newton Falls, I need to do Funkos.
And since that moment, this store has become a destination of sorts, and some have even tried to challenge this collection.
Since then, I have built up a little bit of an empire. My claim to fame, and until I'm proven wrong, I'll always say is, I've got more Funkos in this store than any other store in Ohio, West Virginia, or PA. Non-doubles. Now, I've been challenged, and I went and seen some other stores, and they don't. Because I've got over 1,500 non-double Funkos in the store at any given time.
So why Newton Falls? Shannon is originally from Windham, just a few miles away, and after serving in the military, he decided he was going to do something to give smaller communities a destination closer to home than some of the big box retailers.
I literally didn't know what kind of store, but I knew I was going to open something that would do something for one of the towns. And Newton Falls fit because they didn't have a toy store. They didn't have anything for the kids. So I decided here, and I already had a bunch of comics and stuff like that from my own collections, and I knew people that did the Comic Cons that I could connect with. Mm-hmm. So I basically just decided on Newton Falls because the main highway, 534 is the main strip. It is literally in between Ravenna and Warren, 20-25 minutes each side.
Location will be the name of Shannon's game as he looks to the future. His mission is to create places that give small towns a big win.
When this gets on its own feet, hopefully, my plan is to then open up another store in another town that needs it. But it's not all going to be comic stores. Like, I want to, the town, I'm not going to say the name of the town, but the town I'm looking at going next, it has nothing. So I want to do kind of like a flea market store in it, or kind of like a thrift store, because they go to Dollar General for everything.
And even though he may not sell everything, sometimes it's the moments that don't cost a thing that can represent everything and become the most valuable.
I call them Tuesday kids. So if they see this, they'll know who we're talking about. They used to come here every Tuesday, just hanging out, you know, something to do. Now they're here a lot more, so I should call them everyday kids. But they're always gonna be Tuesday kids. It's a girl and boy. And I asked them one day, I said, what did you guys do before I opened? Oh, we would go hang out in this toy aisle in CVS. I'm like, oh my God, that's why I'm here, you know? And so little thing, and they're not the only ones. They're just most prevalent in my mind because they're here, always here. But to me, I'm like, that's it. You know, that wasn't ever what I thought. That's it. That's part of why I do this.
Well,
He's such a nice person.
that was really cool. And then he set you up with another story after that?
He did.
Oh,
While we
boy.
were there, Shannon introduced us to the wonderful people over at Fieldview Acres, and it's this store right next door. And when you walk in, Mike, I know we do antique places and collectible places a lot on this show, but this one, it's like merchandised and beautiful, and it's got gifts, and it's got old, like, it's just so cool. So Shannon wanted to share it, and so now we will too. Fieldview Acres Mercantile is one of those places that is full of pieces that make memories.
We specialize in vintage and antique items, along with household decor, seasonal decors, some food products, stuff like that.
So much stuff, and so much of it has a place in history, including the building itself. 36 West Broad Street in Newton Falls, Ohio, was originally a bank that opened in 1879. Flash forward over 100 years later, and that's when Tom Colosimo and his wife opened this shop, right as the COVID pandemic hit.
Yeah, we were nervous about opening, but the community welcomed us and we did pretty good.
These days, you'll find items that dot our nation's history. Tom's biggest find yet might also be his favorite.
Probably getting the cigar store Indians. I've got about 22 of them from North Carolina, and they're just amazing pieces of Americana. That's probably my favorite find.
Tom and his wife opened up this shop just a few short years ago, and their online following is dedicated, to say the least. So Tom gears his offerings to them.
I buy for what I know what people like too. So usually when something comes in that I know someone's gonna want, it leaves that same day.
And the mix of items from every decade is a team effort. Tom and his wife do what it takes to make sure they offer something for everyone.
The new and the old. My wife specializes in the candles and the specialty treats, and I get the old stuff, and she kind of blends it together, so there's something for everybody.
And if he had to pick one favorite genre over the years, the answer came as quick as some of the items last.
Advertising. Yeah, old advertising is what I used to specialize in, and now I branched out to a little bit of everything.
You really made a day of it then, didn't you?
I did. Newton Falls. If you're
It's
going
cool
out there, it really is.
I've been there.
You know where else you were excited to go? Which via text message. Sometimes you could feel his excitement about things. And when the mention of Build-A-Bear happened, I was a little surprised.
I've never been to Build-A-Bear. What kind of parent am I?
Is that for real?
Honest to goodness, I never went. And I don't even
Until
know that
now?
the kids went. It was my first time.
Wow, no wonder he was so excited.
Let's go to the mall. Time for Shop Talk, and we made our way down to the Build-A-Bear, which I've never been in before.
Welcome.
Chris has been here for how long now?
Almost 15 years.
This particular store too?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So you know these people that come in and out, right?
I do.
Wow.
I've seen people grow up.
I know. Soon they'll have their own kids
They
coming.
do.
Oh, how fun is that?
It is.
All right, so Build-A-Bear, explain if you've never been, and I've never been, so I'm asking this as a potential customer, what happens when you come in? Take me through the process.
So we have a Choose Me wall. Hi, Jameson.
Oh, yeah, the little boy right there.
So we have a Choose Me wall which has a variety of animals, and you pick one. Then we go to the sound station. You can customize a sound, build a sound. There's actually sounds that have monkeys to go with our monkeys. We have roars for the dinosaurs. So we go there. We come over here. We also have scents and heartbeats you can add to your animal to customize it, and then we start stuffing.
How do you turn them on, or how do you hear or smell the stuff?
So we open up the little package for you, the little scents, and then we have thumping heartbeats. You just hold it, and it'll beat like 5 or 6 times.
Really?
Yeah, when you give the bear a hug, and then it'll shut off.
Oh my gosh, and then you hook the, whatever it is, up to the machine,
So the
correct?
skin goes onto the little pole, and then our bear builder helps you stuff it up, let a little child or adult step on the pedal and inflate the bear.
Very good. It goes so fast,
Which
is great if you have little kids, and you probably know.
It does. It goes fast, but but we also want to take our time with them because we also put in a heart, which is a heart ceremony, and we bring the animal to life.
Wow, the whole thing,
Yes.
huh? And then the little accessories on what things they can wear.
Yes,
and things
so
like
we
that?
have costumes, we have superheroes, we have doctor scrubs, we have camo, we have princess outfits, and
little football jerseys.
A little
the
bit of
whole
everything.
thing. What is in right now? If you came to Build-A-Bear and it would be like, well, what's cool? What are the kids liking?
Frogs. Our
They do?
frogs are hot right now.
Really?
Yes.
Oh
and
my
we have
gosh.
4 different kinds. We have a lime green one, we have a pink one, we have a teal one, and a purple one.
Can people just show up, or do you have to make an appointment?
Nope, just come on in. It's just like a regular store. Just come on in.
Do you do parties and
We
stuff?
do parties. We do ask that you book at least 2 weeks in advance for that, and then you have to have at least 5 people, which includes the birthday child, and we just have fun.
Can you open presents here and things like that?
We can go to the food court, like the people go to the food court, but we don't do cake or ice cream or anything in the store.
Okay.
So.
Well, this is a really cool place. Thanks for having us.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay, hours here that you guys are open, typical mall hours, right?
Typical mall hours, Sundays 11 to 6, and Monday through Saturday is 11 to 8.
What's the phone number in case people want to book a party?
330-758-3460.
Very neat. All right, we are in the, I think it's called Center Court, right? Just opposite of the food court here in the Southern Park Mall. Check out Build-A-Bear. You're going to love it.
Thank you.
Well, if you're a grandparent, like say you got to take the kids all day or something like that, and you need something to do, or if you want to buy a gift card, you're always looking for gifts. That's pretty cool.
Sabina sleeps with her cat from Aunt Brittany and Uncle Hugo
Really?
every night, and it purrs. When you push the thing, it goes, It's the cutest thing, and she loves that darn thing. Like you said, if you're taking the kids for the day, what a wonderful idea.
Good place to stop. You don't even have to make an appointment. Just go. So.
Do you want to take a break so we can eat some more?
Yeah, I do. I'm going to try this sandwich and these taquitos that are supposed to be fantastic. How's that?
And then on the other side of the break, the Rust Belt Artist. I can't wait to see what this one's about, Mike. You worked really hard on this, so we'll be right back.
Whether it's dinner out with friends and family or your next catered event, Rachel's Restaurant in Austintown always makes it special and delicious. Award-winning cuisine, relaxing atmosphere, and so much more. Rachel's Restaurant, Austintown.
Our customers are always part of the equation of everything we try to do. We don't have a Hillcrest label that we're trying to push on you. We don't have stockholders we're trying to make profit for. There's no out-of-state corporate office. The competitive advantage for Hillcrest over our national competition really is sustainable pricing, number one, service, and caring about what the customer needs, not our agenda. It's tough to get off course when that's your focus.
RC Compounding specializes in custom medications to meet your individual needs. Our staff can compound medications in unique dosage forms for everyone in your family, even your pets.
For us, we have standards, we have testing, we have personnel training. Every single product that we dispense, we can assure that it meets all standards and above and beyond.
RC Compounding, we care about your health.
Papa Canzonetta's peppers, recipe established in 1975. A family secret is now yours to share with the people who add spice to your life. Choose from mild and hot versions, plus our famous original blend too. They're the perfect punch for any dish, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We've got the recipes to prove it. Just follow us on Facebook, order online at papacans.com and pick your peck. papacans.com, order 6 jars or more and qualify for free shipping. We like it hot. We're glad you do too.
Welcome back to Valley Spotlight. We're here at El Hefe. If you're just tuning in, it's on 422 in Girard. And it's wonderful. They're open 7 days a week. You like the sandwich?
I love it. It's like a steak Milanese, like exactly how Jorge mentioned. It is superb.
It's fried. How bad can it be?
So good.
Well, when you go to an art gallery, you usually see the art on the walls.
Right, this is kind of like an art gallery too.
True.
It is, but...
But we have a story now about a person that takes pictures of the people doing the art.
I love that.
Yeah, if you've been to Trumbull Art Gallery, you already know. If you haven't, here you go.
Just take a picture of our team doing art.
The Trumbull Art Gallery in downtown Warren launched a new exhibit recently that has a lot of people talking.
We were just talking, and it was Daniel Warren and Jen Chrisan and Tony. We were at dinner, and Tony mentioned that this was something that he had on his bucket list, and we were just, that's what we have to do. We have to encourage artists to fulfill their dreams, and that's what we all did. We just said, I'll do this, you do that. What can we do to help? I connected him up with a couple of potential places. Tag was the one that came through. I didn't connect them up to Tag, but you just throw things out and you ask those questions, and so we just had a conversation, and luckily for all of us, it came to fruition.
Photographer Tony Nicholas greeted a full house at the opening event.
This started literally about 10 years ago, and I've been photographing. I have people scheduled to photograph in 2 weeks. It'll never stop. But it started then. It started with friends of mine that I knew, other artists, and through them I'd meet someone else, and then it would just continue and grow and grow and grow.
The exhibit, Rust Belt Artist Portraits of the Mahoning Valley, features local creative forces captured in their work environments and studios.
And it's just been amazing to turn out. And this show was almost solely thanks to Bill Mullane from Trumbull Art Gallery.
Well, Tony and I have known each other, off and on for years, and we were hanging a show together actually at the Soap Gallery, talking about this series, and we started to talk about how it would evolve as a show. And so that was over a year, maybe a year and a half ago, and then we started to talk about just how we could present it in a way that maybe would mimic like a coffee table book.
But they're in their studio or in their favorite place doing what they do, and most of them are real low production value. Like there's maybe one light I would bring, or just use natural light, and we would just have a conversation. It's real relaxed. There's probably better portrait photographers out there that would do it with a lot more, production, but that's not how I like to work. And it's real, it's just, it's ongoing. There's people here now that I've been talking to that I want to photograph, and they know it's coming.
Like when Tony asked me to do something, I want to be a part of it.
There's artists right here that he's a younger guy, just starting out, great artist, but it's there's no limit to how far this can go, and it is kind of a historical document of as long as I'm doing it, artists that were around me, it is a historical thing. But I didn't go into it with that idea. It was more there's so many good artists in this area, and in my mind, I was like, no one knows who they are. And that was a part of the driving force behind this.
Tony's show runs through April 29th. Visit TrumbleArtGallery.com for exhibit hours and upcoming events. The art gallery is right there in Courthouse Square in downtown Warren by Noodle Fun.
Neat concept.
Yeah.
And a great location. Just go to Noodle Fun when you're done, right?
Very easy. All right, springtime means selling of your homes.
And the market's getting hot again.
I know.
It is. It's picking up, and Kelly Warren with her lists of things that you need to keep at the forefront of your mind. Always a valuable resource on our show.
Let's take a look. All right, time now for another edition of Home Advantage. I would like to say this is a Kelly Warren roundtable, but it's like a polyhedron or something.
Yes.
I don't even know what it is, some sort of trapezoid. But thank you for joining us. And I thought we would do like our checklist. Like this is the time, isn't this the time people decide, hey, I want to sell this house in the spring or something like that?
It sure is. You get that bug after the new year. You got to organize your house. If you're going to be moving, you start thinking about it now. Like all these big changes we're going to make in our lives, right now.
And it used to be the spring was the time to sell. I know things have changed a little bit, but I would still think it's very popular.
That's the mentality. People do think the spring market, although right now, less homes on the market, so less competition, so your house will sell quicker.
Oh, if you put it up now earlier rather than later. Okay.
And the other thing that we struggle with spring market is when sellers think spring, they think, I'm going to wait until the flowers are in bloom, I'm going to paint the deck, I'm going to do this and that, and then you're talking July. You missed spring,
Right. I know, it's hard. It's hard because you have your life going on,
So
too.
yeah, make sure if you're aiming for spring, you're on the market in March.
All right, so I asked Kelly, come up with a checklist, a Kelly Warren top 3 of things to do and why as we get ready to sell our home. Let's start with number 1. These are not in any particular order. We're not going to rank them, but give me one off the bat.
Declutter.
Declutter.
It's free, and it makes a difference.
It's
you know,
true.
if you empty out some closet spaces and some cabinets and you open up some rooms, it looks better and brighter and nicer for when the buyers go through the house. And you're not moving all that stuff anyway, so get rid of it now.
Right. So do you throw it out or
Give it away, throw it away, sell it. Whatever you
Something
need
like
to do, make piles.
put the pods in the driveway and fill them up, right? All right, that's good. That's number 1. How about number 2?
Paint.
Okay, inside or out?
Both or either, whatever you need. If you got to paint that deck outside, fine, but don't miss the spring market because you're waiting for it. But, you know, if you've got a room that's not a neutral color, you might want to neutralize it. If you've got dings and dents and walls here and there, just to freshen it up. Paint is cheap. It goes a long way. It makes a big difference when you're selling a house.
Can I just ask you a quick question about paint real quick? Say I got that little stain on my ceiling. It's not causing me any problems. I know my roof isn't really leaking, but it might be, I don't know. Can I just paint over that and be done?
Well,
do people do that?
So I've got one of those too, which brings me to my third idea.
Okay.
Which is fix the little things that we just ignore in our houses.
Okay, well that's a big cost. It could be a big cost.
Yeah, so if it's not really an issue, like mine is from, we had a bathtub overflow, the issue's done.
That's an issue, yeah.
But, I mean, it's not a consistent issue, but there's a watermark on the ceiling.
Yeah.
So, I mean, proper way to handle it is cut out the drywall, put in new drywall, you know, have it painted and all
Redone,
that. But
yeah.
Could you paint? Yes, you do need to disclose any issues. So if it was from the roof, but it was just a freak sideways rain and it's not going to continue to happen, you just disclose that happen once.
Okay.
So
I got a little off track there. All right,
no
give me
problem.
number 3 then. That leads into what?
Number 3 is fix the little things. So, you know, I can't tell you how many times we go to a house and the front light is hanging or the front screen door doesn't work or things like that that are just minor things that we just live with in our homes. We look past them. And they're not a deal breaker most of the time, but first impressions matter, and the little cheap things that can be done, do them.
Right. Even though it doesn't bother you, it really might bother somebody else, right?
Yeah, it's just that attention to detail.
So why take that chance? Okay. Kelly's website is?
kellysoldit.com.
And the phone number is?
330-717-2689.
2 locations, Boardman and Warren. Another edition of Home Advantage.
Good tips, Michael.
Thank you, Kelly.
Good tips and good tuna.
It sure is.
It really is.
All right, when we come back, more inspirational ladies during International Women's Month.
Yes, including the one and only Sabina Rosalina. I know, he doesn't even know it's coming.
For nearly 80 years, Cafe 422 has been the Valley's premier destination for steaks, seafood, and fine Italian cuisine. Join us at Cafe 422 for lunch, dinner, and all of your special occasions. Cafe 422 in Warren and Boardman.
We have such a legacy, created such a legacy here in the Valley, and we're very well respected by numerous manufacturers in the industry. We're a leader in our industry, and I want to continue that. We want to continue that, and we want to take it to the next level. Whatever that level may be, we're ready for it.
So let yourself go to Ducat. Let yourself go to Ducat.
Back here on Valley Spotlight at El Hefe, wrapping things up today.
I have
Put a
real-
hurt on this
Right,
thing.
I was just saying, we've gone through some food today. We are so grateful. We never expect this kind of, outpouring of support whenever we come anywhere, and I always try to tell people, even just 1 or 2 things, we
Keep it
can't
simple.
wait.
Boom.
Unbelievable.
All right, inspirational ladies.
$5 grand.
Yeah, I met a wonderful lady in Warren. She has 8 grandchildren now, but originally the shop was named for her 5 grandchildren. And it's really neat and a one-on-one connection with her customers.
I can't wait to see this.
I had 5 grands.
Name them.
Oh my goodness, let's see. We have Asia, we have Zaire, we have Blaine, Christian, and Jeremiah.
Rosalyn Hill has been blessed in many ways, but those 5 grandbabies gave her the name of her women's boutique over a decade ago, and it's still what she loves to do.
This is absolutely my passion. I love this. I also love what I do on my day job too, because I help the people there too, but this right here is my jam.
Since then, grandchildren Aaliyah, Isaiah, and Grayson have come along, but that passion remains the same.
I love servicing the customers. I like the relationships that I develop with them, just finding out where they're going, what I can do to meet their needs.
That's right. In the days of online shopping, customers can still get that one-on-one attention that so many of us crave when they have to put together an outfit to go to an event.
Ordering online, you never know what you're going to get. You get a picture or you have an image that you're looking at and you think that's what's going to arrive, but when you open the package, either it doesn't look like what you thought or the sizing is off tremendously and the quality may be poor. I source from all over. I go to a big market twice a year where all the stores buy from. Dillard's, Macy's, Kaufman's, everybody. We all buy from the same place. We just have different tastes in what we bring into the store. Now what you get here is because I source things hands-on. I have to see the garment before I purchase the garment because I like quality material. And what I do know is that there's a lot of copies in our industry, and so there are things that look like what we carry, but the quality is just not there.
The product is one thing, but Rosalyn has to do her research, and it starts with who she's picking the outfit for.
We are all wonderfully made. We are all fearfully and wonderfully made, and so it is important that we dress them to balance their body, to give them the best look.
She even looks at the venues that are hosting the events.
Sometimes they come in with no idea of what they're wearing. Then we do some research on the venue that they're going to be at to make sure that they are dressed appropriately for that venue and the event. We like to be personable with our customers so we can help them make the best selections to meet their needs.
It's all part of the attention to detail that she and her staff is known for.
All in, because it's important to me that they have their best look. I am not in business to just sell somebody something. I want them to get compliments when they go out, and I want people to stop and stare and say, oh my, where'd you get that from?
So as we transition from winter to the spring, 5 Grands has shipments coming in every day and more on the way.
We blow out of jewelry regularly, so I'm ordering more jewelry, more accessories, more dresses.
And since I was in the presence of the expert, I asked her the most important thing ladies should remember.
Fit. Whatever it is, the fit needs to be impeccable. If you wear clothes that are too tight, you look horrible. If you wear clothes that are too big, you look horrible. The fit is most important, and then also where you're going. You want to be maybe dressed 20% better than the average, not to stand out or draw attention to yourself, but just to look good and polished. You want your accessories to complement your outfit, not compete with.
And when her customers come back and tell her about their experience, that's the greatest compliment she can get.
Absolutely, and that is the greatest. We love our customers to get compliments, and I love hearing the stories.
What are some of the things people say?
You know what? I was a little hesitant about what you suggested for me, but I'm glad I listened to you, got it, and I had rave reviews.
Right there in downtown Warren, across the street from the post office, they have some really fun videos on Facebook where they show their collection of things, and it's all personal like that. It's
How's
really
our
neat.
20% doing?
I think
since there's nobody here at this present moment while we're taping,
yeah,
I think we're okay.
About 15% over.
Okay, all right.
All right.
Sabina's in Cub Scouts.
Are there a lot of girls in the Cub Scouts?
There are not a lot of girls in Cub Scouts,
okay.
But we will address that with the girls who, my gosh, I couldn't be prouder. And the Cub Scout troop out in Hubbard, they have so many wonderful members, and of course, Sabina is one of them. Hope Land, Emily Evans, and Sabina Landy might share in the pride that comes with being a Hubbard Eagle, but they also take pride in taking part in a tradition that was once only offered to young men.
I just like that we do races, we go outside, and we have like fun things at this church, and we go upstairs and we run up and down the hallways. It's fun. Yeah.
As you can see, Cub Scouts isn't just for boys these days.
I'd say it's for boys and girls.
I mean, yeah, I see why they would think it, but I mean, I'm a girl, so I just think what I want, and you know, just gotta have confidence a little bit, and not like have to worry about like, I mean, and when I first joined, there was a bunch of boys, but then I got some of my friends in here that were girls, and it just made me excited.
Tell me about how you know Hope.
I met her at school, and we sit at lunch together, and we both play saxophone in band together.
The annual Cub Scout Pack 100's Pinewood Derby had generations of Cub Scout-driven families on the edge of their seats and jumping up and down with excitement and nerves. The tradition began back in 1953, and it still packs as much excitement as it did back then.
It felt nervous, and I didn't know what was going to happen. I don't know. It was like a feeling of happiness and nervousness.
Emily's younger brother is also in Scouts, so for the Evans family, this really is a team event, just as it was for every other family who helped craft these special cars. Who helped you with your car?
My dad.
Yeah.
And my mom.
That's pretty fantastic. What was the plan of attack with the car?
Kind of just to like we put like little weights in the back, so once it got down to the end of like the hill where it's going downwards, it still has time to push off down at the back.
So take me through the car. Who helped you with the car?
Mostly my dad, because he was a mechanic, so he helped out a lot.
Who helped you with your car?
My stepdad over there that's filming.
How'd he do with it?
He did great because, I don't know, he's really good with wood. He makes cool things.
Now, these three young ladies share something else. Each walked away with hardware after a hard race.
It was kind of like, you know, shocking at first because it's like, I don't know if I'm gonna win or not, but then as soon as it like started to go, I knew I was just gonna win.
We like raced the cars.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And what happened?
I won second place.
You won second place for the whole thing, or for the sibling division, or how did that happen?
For the whole thing.
That's pretty impressive, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Did you think that was going to happen?
No.
Cub Scout leader Casey Palco has been a big part in making big days like this happen. She and her son Jackson have been part of this crew for 5 years now. Jackson's dad was an Eagle Scout.
I like the family aspect of it, that it really is something for the whole family, and that it's not just about dropping him off at Cub Scouts or dropping your kid off at Cub Scouts and going home or picking them up at any particular time, that it really includes everybody. And it's been really nice for his sister, because she's been able to participate in all the events too. And so it just is all inclusive, and that is probably one of the biggest things that have kept us involved this long.
And on race day, our Sabina took first place overall. And I have to admit, even Fred and I were pretty darn excited, and I was pretty darn proud to have the chance to interview the big winner myself.
Today was the Derby, and I won first place, and I got the trophy to Dairy Queen, and I got this medal right here and a medal over there. So yeah, that's what I got.
How about Sabina?
Congratulations, Sabina.
And Fred.
Those poor other boys. Probably still wiping away the tears.
I think they're okay, right? It's okay.
It's okay if a girl wins.
The girls all won.
That's right. Well, we've had a good time, Jorge.
This is an incredible spread, and thank you to Steelite for enabling us to be able to come out here and show off these wonderful restaurants. Not only is Jorge a client here, but also at Margaritas, which is just down the street. So when I mentioned that, he was like, "Oh yeah, we know them.
Yeah.
We love them."
Speaking of margaritas, these are like, they're not your regular margarita, correct?
Delicious.
This one. Okay, so can you talk us through a couple of them?
How about start with the one that I already had?
They're so different.
Hibiscus, the hibiscus flower. The hibiscus flower is a flower that grows in Oaxaca. When you go to my mom's hometown, it's endless fields, red, purple. So I grew up drinking agua frescas. My mom never put pop on the table, and or soda. So she always boiled the flower, get the citrus, get the flavor, the color of it, and then finish it with sugar. And that we'll drink that with our meal. So what I did with that, I grabbed the agua fresca and I made it into a margarita. So every margarita is measured. All the syrups are made in the house. So from the first one to the 10th one that you try, it's gonna taste the same. Today, tomorrow, and next week, and next month.
They're delicious.
And we have 3 different flavors. One, this grapefruit, and you take care of the fruit here too, right?
Yes.
Oh,
what we do with the hibiscus flower after we boil it down, we candied it, and then we dehydrated it.
Wow!
So that's edible fruit.
It's so great. I'm gonna grab one.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Careful. No, just kidding.
I know, right?
So
my 4 teeth. So good.
The pad upstairs will be that's open air.
Yeah, that's an open air.
So when the weather gets warm,
it will be open. We'll be having live music upstairs. We have a bar. It sits up to 22 people as well.
Okay.
And we can sit up to 75 people total.
It's fun. And I've been seeing live music, on Fridays?
We have live music every Friday. We're working on karaoke and DJ for Saturdays.
Okay.
And we have live music on Sundays for brunch. We serve brunch 10:30 to 2, but the music is 12 to 3.
Oh, nice.
We serve regular menu from 12 to 8.
Gotcha.
Which the regular menu, and I'm sure the brunch menu is just as cool and different and
yes, it's completely different,
eclectic
but
as this
same.
one. Yeah. Very cool.
All right. Who does the art?
The art's a friend of mine from Mexico City.
Oh, it's really cool.
Yeah. His name is he goes by Remix Uno.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
we need to come up with like an artist name for Mike.
Yes, because I love to draw.
Between now and when we come and see you at Margaritas, we're going to come up with an artist name for you, okay?
All right, that seems fair.
You know what is not like these drinks?
What?
Bartles and James.
Bartles and James, yes. Which came in a green bottle, but that's kind of the spoof on our Retromercial.
And if you want to catch us, valleyspotlight.com. You follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We're everywhere. Sometimes our hours and show times change just because of golf, but we're going to try to get that nailed down with our friends from the CW as soon as possible. So we appreciate you very, very much.
Appreciate you guys.
This is amazing stuff.
And thank you to the staff in the back.
Yes.
Thank you. Your nephew and the gang. So have a good Sunday, everybody.
Hello. So you'll remember to have plenty of Bartles and James premium wine coolers on hand for St. Patrick's Day. Ed has prepared a special St. Patrick's Day package, a green bottle. Our sales force has taken a great deal of time and trouble to be sure each and every outlet is fully stocked with these special green St. Patrick's Day bottles, so it would really be nice if you'd buy a 4-pack or 2. Please enjoy your St. Patrick's Day weekend with Bartles and James, and thank you once more for your support.
If you like this video, subscribe to Valley Spotlight on YouTube and be sure to click on the notifications bell so you know when we've got some new stuff. You also can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to us on Vimeo or our Roku channel.